Hello, and welcome back to the Comfort Zone podcast. This is a podcast where we share experiences and stories of when we have gone out of our comfort zone in a comfortable environment. Normally, I record this on my bed, doing a little skincare with my friends, chit chatting with the girlies, but I'm actually here in the Philippines for a holiday, which I guess you could say is my comfort zone because it's home.
Yes.
And I'm here with one of my childhood friends. Ever since I was like seven,
Yeah.
7 or 8 years old, we've been friends. Marianne Aldeguer, not Dungog anymore.
I know. Hello.
So
Gosh.
Marianne is okay. I guess we can start off with a little bit of how we know each other,
Yeah.
um, and like a little bit about yourself. So, when I was younger, I lived in the Philippines between the ages of 9 and 15. But I remember specifically the first time we met was when I
Yeah.
came for holiday. I think it was for my Tito Dig's wedding.
Yeah. And then
And you were there with
you were
Bea.
young.
Bea
Yeah.
was still
Yeah.
here. Bea's my cousin.
Yeah.
So we're neighbors.
Yeah.
Like 5 seconds walk.
I know. You can just run.
Yeah. And I would run to Marianne's house all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how we met.
I know. That was like a long time ago.
Do you remember like do you remember
Um,
the first time we met?
Not really, like really remember, but I think I just remember like all our play dates or like our
I remember you guys had a
activities.
tricycle.
I know, and then we would ride that. That was so fun. Oh my god, I kind of want to do that again now.
I remember you guys had a tricycle, and I remember that in your room you guys had bunk beds.
I know.
And I thought it was so cool.
Cause like we're like the opposite. Cause like you, I mean, you have your cousins, but then me, I have like we're like five
Yeah, I
in the
have.
family. We're like a lot. So
So you are 4 girls and 1 boy.
yeah, more like five girls. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so we were like, all like in one room, and then you were there, and then I guess it was fun because we were playing hide and seek, and we had like a lot of players, or like if we had a game,
It was just
you
so
know,
fun. We really we mentioned this multiple times
Yeah.
though that we are so lucky to have been born when we were born because we have like the best of both worlds. We really had
I know.
a childhood outside playing,
Yeah.
like with no internet,
Yeah,
with
no
well, we
internet, yeah.
eventually had computers.
Yeah, eventually had computers and then cell phones, but then we were like we experienced the part where we didn't have like phones, or we played outside. We were always outside. Like that was like crazy. Can
No, that's
hear
fine.
my voice?
No worries. I can hear your voice.
Okay.
I just put this here. So, Marianne, tell
Okay.
us, well, them, a little bit about yourself.
Um, I'm turning 30 in like a week. And like what else? Oh my gosh. Okay, so my childhood's like pretty normal, and after high school, college, after that I went to Siargao. I lived there for a while.
Oh, Siargao.
Yeah, and that was like the first time I moved out of Cebu.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the first time living outside of Cebu, and then
And you were like fully out of your comfort zone
I
there.
know.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah, I know. And then I was like kind of scared because my parents are very conservative, and then I didn't know that I was gonna be allowed to go
True.
live in another place like outside Cebu, and I was like 21. So I think in their eyes I was already like out of college, but then they still think that I'm like
I
they
feel-
still think I'm like a child, or like I need guidance, and like
I feel like they still think about that now.
No,
Like,
yeah, I
literally,
know.
we're turning 30 this year, and like,
I know they treat us like, still like a kid, and like I guess they're just very protective. So I was like, no, but I will, if they say no. I was in my mind, I was like, if they say no, I wouldn't take no for an answer, so I would still go.
oh my god, that
Like,
that like scares me.
I would still, but then thank God, like they were like, okay, but like, are you really sure? My mom, like after I asked them, like weeks after, she kept saying, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I know in her mind, like she just wants me to stay.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I'm really sure. Like I don't. Okay, first of all, like I don't know anyone there.
Mhm.
That was like scary, but then at the same time I felt like I just had a gut feeling that I really needed to leave Cebu.
I
You
mean,
know what
like
I
we
I
both
mean,
love Cebu in our own way. I
I
mean, I think we
know,
needed
I
to.
know. And then like I mean Cebu's gonna be always like home, but then at that time like you just want to leave and like leave like even your friends, you just want to get out and like maybe I guess that's how you felt also when you also left Canada kind
Yeah.
of. You just want to like leave everything there and
Yeah.
just like
I think it's
be in a
interesting
different
because like
place.
I technically have left Cebu multiple times,
Yeah, yeah.
but like none of those times were like by choice.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
They're
yeah.
just like your parents are like move to Canada.
Yeah.
And but when I left Canada, that was by choice.
I know.
And I think that's the same with you leaving Siargao.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know.
like by
Yeah,
choice.
it was like my choice to leave, and then when I went there, it was it was new and everything, and then I think I enjoyed it so much that I got homesick only like 3 months after. So it was like
It's like the
eh,
adrenaline.
yeah,
Like the adrenaline of a new
I
place.
know. So I was like, oh, this is so fun, and then later on, you miss home, but then you don't want to go home. Also,
Yeah, you
it's
miss
like
home. You miss home, but like you've already had like a taste of freedom.
yeah,
And
then
like going back and being restricted just seems like
yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, that's like a super nightmare. So, that was it. Like after that, then I was like, oh wow, I'm actually like I can do this or I can be ready to go wherever I want to go, even though it's scary.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you tell them about your experience in Siargao? Because I swear to God, when you told me all of the things that you did in Siargao, I was like, huh? How did you survive? How did
Oh
you
my
do
god,
this?
that was so fun. So it was like, okay, I didn't know that I was okay. The moment I got there, I didn't know that I was gonna live in this, like really like, okay, it's like in a hut kind of like it was like so, kind of sketchy a bit, but then it was so fun that sometimes there were nights that I end up sleeping in the restaurant where I work. So it's like
Yeah.
because it was too scary in that little hut thing that sometimes I hear noises on the roof. I know, like, and then there's so many insects and everything. I mean, okay, I know that there's insects, but then growing up, like, we had like
Yeah.
rooms and air cons. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we were lucky enough to have aircon or like,
We grew up very comfortable.
yeah,
In a sense that
and just,
we had aircon, we had rooms.
I
There
know,
was
we
not
had,
really like there's a rogue mosquito in the
yeah,
room.
yeah, but then
There wasn't lizards on your ceiling.
yeah, like that was like an kind of an eye opener, which is also fun to experience all these things. So I was like being open minded. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna. It kind of in my mind. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing here? Like, I thought about that, but then in my mind also I was like, you know what, this is fun. Like I get to go home whenever I want to, or like I'm not with my
Yeah.
family. It's like I can do whatever I want. Like I don't care about the consequences. It's fine, and like I'm
Yeah.
still enjoying that time. It's like like sleeping in the restaurant and then waking up there, and then it's so fun.
Guys,
It's
can you
like
believe like so her hut was so scary that she like voluntarily slept in
in
a
the
restaurant.
I know, in the restaurant, which was I was with like other people because the other workers were also like sleeping there, but then it was kind of fun. It's like a sleepover. You get to like be with other people and like just sleep there, even if it's like very ratchet or like it's like.
Honestly,
I mean, I wouldn't imagine you doing that.
couldn't.
Like you wouldn't, like you wouldn't survive with all the mosquitoes. But then, it's it's part of it. And then eventually, like of course, we found a better like room. And then I was with Anna, my roommate. She was my first roommate there, and she was my maid of honor also.
Oh, how nice.
I know. I don't know if you guys met, but
I don't think so.
yeah, but then, oh my god, it was so fun. Like having that, I was thinking to myself, like, I've always had roommates, right, growing up.
Yeah, your siblings.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
never
used to
had
it.
yeah, I never had a room alone. So one time when like my salary was okay, that I could afford to pay, a higher like rental. So I rented out a room all to myself. But then like 3 months after, my brother decides to move to Siargao, so he had to live with me.
So no
So
more by
can you
yourself.
imagine? It's like I moved out of Cebu and then I wanted to get my own place, and then here comes my brother.
Sharing a room.
Yeah, sharing a room with me. It's like, okay, I can never get rid of that, I guess. And then now that I'm married, I'm sharing a room.
You're like forever a roommate.
Yeah.
Forever.
Like, what the hell? But then, I mean, it's fun, I think. I mean, I don't know you, because you've had your own room since you were young. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what's your experience on
The thing
that?
is, like, the thing is, I've always had my own room. I've never
I
had
know.
a roommate.
That's why.
I've had like flatmates.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah,
like
like-
in the flat, we each have our own room. I've
I
never
know.
shared like a actual room.
Yeah, I know.
Even in university, because I remember I was worried I was
Yeah.
gonna be lonely
Yeah,
in university,
yeah.
and I specifically asked for a double room so I could have a roommate.
Yeah.
They gave me a single room.
Oh my God, you're meant to be like, oh.
Like, I'm alone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I don't think I would be a terrible roommate.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah.
very adaptable.
Yeah.
Like, pretty chill. But obviously, you were trained.
I know,
From, like, a young...
I know. Since I was young, I was trained to have like always like sharing stuff. But then, see, it's still, as you grow older, you're like, you know what you want, right? So I had a roommate in Siargao. She had sometimes she would put her wet towels on my bed. I know! Ew! And then, oh my God, I was like, oh.
But that's the
so
thing,
much-
because you were a roommate, you know not to do that.
I know. It's
you know
like,
you shouldn't do
I know, so it's like, yeah, it gets. a
What
bit,
are some
you know.
of your roommate icks?
Oh my God. I don't know, like that, like the wet towel, like everywhere you could see it. It's not hanged on a rack or something. What else? Like, what's my like if their bed's not like made, or like if they don't, fix their bed, or
Yeah.
like their stuff is like in your side of the room. It's like it gets,
Yeah.
or if they invite other people in the room. That's it's kind of common there. They really bring guys. And then when I wake up
And you're in the room?
and then when I wake up in the morning, they're like there in the bed.
I hope it's just
together.
a sleepover.
Yeah. I know, but then
Because I think like in university, this definitely happened
Yeah,
to the people
for
who
sure.
had the double rooms. I had
Yeah.
a single room, so like it didn't matter if I brought anyone over because
yeah,
I'm alone.
yeah, you're alone.
But I remember one of my we were in a pod.
Yeah.
It was like we had a little like common area. We had
Yeah.
1.5 bathrooms. 4 rooms, 2 single, 2 double, so we're 6 girls in total. And some of the girls in the double room, I remember one of them had a boyfriend. He was always over.
Yeah.
But like they're in a double room, so like, huh?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if that's okay with me.
I think
that's
for me, icks like cleanliness icks. I think
yeah.
in the Philippines maybe it's different.
Yeah.
But moving forward, if I
Yeah.
were to have flatmates,
Yeah.
roommates again, definitely I would get a dishwasher.
Yeah, of course. Because you don't want anything that's
The thing that also annoys me is like if you're washing your clothes, like if you're doing
Yeah.
laundry, and like say you finish washing your clothes, but you don't remove your clothes and hang
Oh
them
my God,
immediately, and
yeah.
they're just sitting there, and you're like waiting, like, hi,
yeah.
I want to use the washing machine.
Yeah.
That
That's-
happened a lot of times in university, and people would just like throw their clothes on the
Really?
floor or put them to the side.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Like, pick your
Crazy.
clothes
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that's crazy.
But okay, guys. So one thing that amazes me about Marianne to this day, we're still on Siargao. We're still in Siargao level. We haven't even
Yeah.
like gone into her childhood. We're just in Siargao. She built her own house.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, so it was okay, yeah. See, so I wanted the room all to myself, right? So I had to do it my own, because like the owner of the place that I was renting was like, okay, that you can have this space, but like you have to build it, or like. So of course I had help, but then I like my sister Ate Mai, she helped me like design the place. It's a really small room, but then I had fun doing like there's a separation, like my bed's here and then there's a sofa here, so it was like there's a door that you have to. Yeah, it was nice. It was kind of hard at first because like with the budgeting and what materials to buy, but good thing I was guided by the locals there. And then it's a small space, but I have to climb up a stair to get to the room.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice. It's like by the road. It gets noisy sometimes, but then, that's when I also adopted a cat. My cat
Yeah.
Jungle lived there with me. So that was the both of us. Like we had a really nice time. Like I was learning also like taking care of cats, which I didn't know that I would love. I mean, I was never like a I
You
don't
were
know.
never a cat
Yeah,
person.
I was never a cat person or a dog person really. Like we
But
had
you had a
dogs.
dog.
Yeah, we had a dog before, right? When we were kids.
The
But
one with
then,
the big eyes.
yeah, but then like I never really had like this close connection to an animal
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. I don't know why. And then now I'm
You're
like
such a cat
I
lady.
know I'm like a cat lady, like super
I'm definitely a
cat
dog
lady.
person.
For sure.
But
yeah.
everybody tells me, like
You
me
should
and
get
my
a cat.
boyfriend Javi, they're
Yeah.
like, you're a black cat and he's a golden retriever. So everybody says I'm a cat, but I don't like cats.
Yeah.
And then my friend Danielle was like, that's what makes you a cat, because cats don't really like other cats.
Yeah. No, they don't. They don't. And they very like. No, I can imagine you having a cat because cats are like really chill and like they just, I don't know, they just go to you when they need.
I think they
like,
just have too much attitude, and I think like
Oh yeah.
me and the
Yeah,
cat.
you might. I know. I know.
But
I know. That's funny.
so
But-
okay, let's try to picture this house that you built. Stairs, then your
stairs
room.
and then a room. It's like I have a veranda kind of thing.
Did you build this? You
No,
built
no,
a
no.
veranda?
No, I mean I kind of helped building. No, I didn't really do all the hard work, but I told them what to do, so maybe it's kind of like building.
Do you have photos of this house?
Oh my god, you know what? I only have like maybe two that it's not even like you can't even see the whole thing. I know. I don't know why.
Why did you take a
I know. No.
This is wild to me, because
I know.
like, how many times do you meet someone who's like, yeah, I built a house while I was living in a different island because I was living in a hut that scared me, and then I slept in a restaurant
Yeah.
floor.
I know. I know. No, that was like no, because I don't know why I didn't document like all of
Yeah,
this.
you should have.
Imagine
You
if I filmed. I would
You've
have
been an internet
I know.
success.
I know. And that's what I wanted. Oh, that I was like, I don't know why I didn't like film it or like the process and just like talking about all these things and living there. I don't know why, but like it's like okay, that sucks. 'Cause I only have two photos. I feel like I've never. I feel like I didn't
It
have
feels
that
like a
hou-
dream.
Yeah, I didn't have that house because or like that. Well, it's not really a house, I didn't really have a kitchen. It's like a bed and then a sofa. So it's like a living area and a bedroom space, and then there's like a veranda out where you can.
And the
sit there.
bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom was downstairs, which is
Okay.
kind of hassle because like you have to go downstairs to go poop or pee, but then it was okay. I was young.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still young.
Who
now.
cares? You had your own room finally.
I know, finally.
After all this time.
Until my brother.
Until
Until my brother went there, and then so he sleeps in the couch and I sleep in my bed. There was a division, kind of,
Yeah.
but then still.
And so it was intentionally your own space.
Okay.
Okay, so everything that you did in Siargao was absolutely crazy
I know.
and wild. But ever since we were younger,
I know.
we had this we would just come up with ideas,
I know.
businesses. Wait, we sold bracelets.
I know. And then, okay, what else did we sell? Did we sell clothes?
No, we sold tote bags.
Yeah.
Remember the canvas bags? You would make
Yeah.
them with your mom, and
Yeah.
then my grandma would print things. And
Yeah.
I remember we made one for my school, like Blue Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
So we had businesses.
I know.
Like how old were we?
We were like 10.
10. We
Or
started
like-
10. That was the bracelet one.
Yeah.
And we had employees,
I
which were
know.
your siblings.
Yeah. And we sold also like dolls that we didn't want.
Dolls we didn't want. We literally took all of my grandma's clothes that she didn't want, and we put them on racks.
Yeah.
Because we lived in like a compound, so there was like
Yeah.
a bunch of different houses, and there was one house that was like an office.
Yeah.
Back in the day before it was Tita Princhet's house.
I know.
And in the office, we just set up like stations. I had so many bead kits
I
from like the US,
know.
and we would just make earrings, necklaces,
Yeah,
bracelets.
That was so fun.
And like we literally did this every day, and I
Yeah.
cannot forget that your mom put like all of her workers
Yeah.
in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, and then
brought them there.
Yeah, and then let them buy the stuff that we were selling.
Guys,
That was
we like made 1,000 something
Yeah.
pesos, and we thought that was so much at the time, but that's literally like
No, but it's
15
it's
euros.
Still, yeah. But then it's still, I think it's still a lot.
Yeah, it was
you
still
know,
a lot,
that
especially for
time.
us. We were 10 years old. We're like,
I know.
how much potato corner, candy
I
corner
know.
can we buy?
I know, and potato corner was like so cheap that time.
I know, everything's so expensive. Well,
Now-
inflation, another topic, but ever since we had that business,
Yeah.
we made tote bags. I remember I sold bunnies.
I know.
I had so
God.
many bunnies.
Oh yeah. And then do you remember? Oh my god, do you remember when we would do April Fools?
Oh my god, yeah. That
And
was
then
so funny.
the pail thing that
Yeah.
we would tie it in the thing in the old house in
Yeah.
Bea's old house. Remember? Then we would think that someone would pass there, and then
Yeah.
they would have water.
We did
or
like
paint.
April Fool's pranks. It was just like such a fun
I
childhood.
know. We would
I-
make anything.
You know where there's a rotunda?
Yeah.
There used to be a tree, and I remember
Yeah.
we would climb that tree all the time. And I swear to God, I got lice from that tree.
Really?
Or from your sister.
Maybe.
From your sister.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a moment where we all had lice.
I know. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it happens like in your school in Canada. Like, does it happen there?
Like lice? Oh yeah, lice outbreak
Oh, okay,
in
okay,
Spain.
okay.
I remember I worked at
Because
like,
I always think that it's only in the
no,
Philippines.
no. I remember specifically when I was a camp counselor.
Yeah.
They had a lice epidemic. And like we had to check every night. I had to check.
Wait, where's this, Canada or?
No, in Spain. And I
No
remember like
way.
every night I had to check the girl's hair.
Yeah.
One of them, I saw one really like crawling.
Oh
and I'm
my
like, that's
God.
so fucked because like she didn't have any eggs. So it was
Okay.
clear like it was like a lice that jumped from another
Oh,
girl.
okay,
Hadn't
yeah.
laid eggs yet. But I picked it out and I was like, oh look, it's moving.
Oh my god.
And then I remember
And did all the girls have it?
a lot of the girls had it, not all of the girls.
Okay.
But only one girl in my cabin. And I remember like
You were
I was
covering-
like stressed. I had the nurse check my hair every
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
I'm like, girl, do I have
Yeah.
lice?
Yeah.
And then some of the other camp counselors got lice. They were sitting like by the nurse's station. They all have those
Yeah.
like treatments in their
Yeah. Oh my
Oh my god, but I remember we had a lice.
Yeah, like
epidemic.
everyone. I don't know who did not get any lice in like here. In, 'cause
Honestly,
I think everyone did.
my
It's like,
lice got so bad. They were like,
did you
we're
have to
gonna
cut your hair?
No, I didn't. But they were like, we're gonna have to shave her head. Like, and I was like, no. And I remember, I think I don't know where the photo is, but I remember someone taking a photo of me. Imagine like me. I'm like
Yeah.
10, 11, 12
Yeah.
years old maybe. I'm sitting down. The yayas,
Yeah.
which are like the helpers.
Yeah.
One yaya was like looking through
Checking,
my
yeah.
hair, and another one was checking her hair. It was like a line.
Oh my
because,
God.
Because I got lice, and then
And then
everybody,
everyone. Oh my god.
everybody got lice. It was wild. Anyway, so we had a great childhood. We
I
had a lot of
know.
memories. We were always entrepreneurs.
I know.
But the only person who actually became an entrepreneur in this duo is Marianne.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't think for myself. I didn't think I would be one. But actually, it started in Manila because I already sold something there.
Really? What
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
sell in
also
Manila?
selling. So, okay, so after Siargao, I moved to Manila, and then I was gonna do my acting career. I was gonna pursue because I didn't know that I also wanted to act. Like you also, but she already did it when she was young. You know,
Yeah.
you were already there. Like you knew that you want to be an actress.
I know. Look
But
at me
then-
now.
And then, like, so when I was like young, I think I didn't have that yet. Like, I didn't think that I would want to be an actress. But then I was more like, I wanted to be a TV actress. Not like you were like theater. You were
Yeah.
doing theater and you were doing ballet and all that stuff. But then me, I was like thinking, I wanted to be a TV actress or like that, or a commercial actress. So one of the things that I did in Manila was really audition.
You
Yeah, I did.
How was that in
Oh
Manila?
my god. There's like so many girls, so many guys that wants to be actresses there.
Yeah,
like,
I would think.
a lot of kids, a lot of people, like everyone, like it's like there's a line. So every audition that I went to, like there's always like this really long line, and then we're just like taking turns like going inside the studio and like doing the bit, like the acting, skit that you have to do for the audition. And then there was this one time, oh my god, I auditioned for a Skyflakes commercial. You know what Skyflakes?
Skyflakes is the best crackers ever in
I
the
know,
Philippines.
I know. It's like the famous like crackers. So I was like so happy that because I went into this agency and then they just give out your profiles to these companies who are looking for commercial models, right? And then they text me, okay, go to the studio, there's an audition there, like this, like you have to be blah blah blah. So the role was like a 20 something year old girl who works at the office, and then who realizes like that there's skyflakes in their bag, and then that's the whole acting bit. So I was trying to audition for that 20-year-old something. When I get there were so many girls.
Yeah.
And even like you'd say that like, you could say like I was like shit, like they're more prettier than me, they're taller, they're like okay, I'm sure they have like acting background, like I don't even have acting, like I didn't even go to school or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like shit, I was like getting insecure, like just looking at these people. But then I was like okay, I'm just gonna try it out and we'll see what happens. So then so all the girls were there and then I was just waiting in line. And then it was my okay. Then so the director realizes that there were so many of us.
Yeah.
That he had to like choose just by the look of our faces.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? He said, "Okay, everyone stand in line, all the girls," and then he just goes, "Yes, yes, yes, yes,
No.
no." Just like pointing us, like just like
That's so
choose.
sad.
Yeah. And then I was so happy that I was part of the yes team.
Oh, thank God.
I know. I was like, okay, yes, and then okay. All the people who I said yes to stay, and the rest leave, like go home.
What a waste of time.
I
Like
know!
you're waiting in line.
I
but
know!
I guess that's the industry. I don't know. I've never done music audition.
Yeah.
But like I guess that's part of it. But like truly a waste of time. I'd be like,
Yeah, you'd be so sad. So I was so happy that I was just part of the audition still. So when it was my turn, it was so funny. They're like, okay, act like you're doing work in your laptop, and then you realize that you're hungry, and then go through your bag and pretend that there's skyflakes in your bag, and then grab the skyflakes and then eat it. But then they really gave us real skyflakes, right? So I was holding a skyflakes in my hand, but it was open now. So it's like, so I was like trying to act.
okay,
It's like
scene.
oh, no.
Scene.
And I was like, okay, like this, and then you go like, you're shocked, and you're like, oh, you found skyflakes, and I was like, and then you have to eat the skyflakes. It's all like this, right? And
I
then,
love
but
that.
then the director's like, try not to think that it's not Chicken Joy, because all the Chicken Joy commercials goes like, then you're like, diba, so
Yeah.
happy, and you're
Yeah.
like biting the chicken, and you're like very exaggerated move or like a facial thing, and then I did like as much like as I can, like I don't even know. So I was like acting, and then when I bit the skyflakes, some skyflakes like dropped on the floor, and then the director's like, just continue eating the skyflakes. It was weird because I'd never done these things. I'm like, oh my god, I was like nervous at the same time. I still did it, and then
Yeah.
and then okay, done, right? And then I waited for like you wait for how many days till they text you if you got the part. So my name was like on like the top 10 of all the girls that I know, but then I know I didn't make it.
Well, whatever. You made the top 10.
I
so
know,
That's
I know. I was still happy, but then I said, oh, I thought it was gonna be
Your big break.
Yeah, my big break, because this is Skyflix is gonna go on Facebook. They said it probably go on YouTube. I was like, shit, like I thought it was gonna.
Maybe like honestly, if it were me, I would purposely kind of like make it a meme.
Maybe, yeah.
So that you get more famous.
Yeah,
You
I
become
know.
the
yeah.
meme.
Yeah, that could be it. But then I did others
Yeah.
commercial that made it to Facebook and made it to like other things.
Ah.
I know it was a Tesla commercial, but then okay, weird, because Tesla's like this school, right? Like you can do culinary.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's a government.
Were
government
you a
run.
chef?
No, I was like a welder. Like I was
Wait,
like welding stuff. So it's like, wow, I got the part, but then I'm a welder. But then it kind of suit me that time because I was like,
You had short hair?
yeah, I had short hair. I was like pixie cut. So
Yeah.
it was like kind of boyish, and like I guess I fit the role of a welder. But then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, okay, yeah, I should check. Okay. But then gonna stop in like 3 minutes.
Actually, you know what? I can kind of see a red
Yeah.
thing in the
Yeah.
reflections.
Okay. So it was so fun. It was so fun because like I did an Honest Bee commercial. I don't know if you've heard this
No.
Honest Bee. It's like a home grocery. You do your groceries online and they'll deliver you. They deliver it to you at home. This was before the pandemic happened, right?
Oh,
So
good idea.
I know they closed down though, but then like Grab and
Mhm.
like Food Panda's like doing all these things now. Like you can do groceries. Anyway, that was the app, and then it was fun because the producers were like my friends. You know, I was already like in that industry, so I was in the background. Some photo shoots or like video shoots. I was also helping in the background.
Wow, you really like
I
lived
know.
my dream.
I know this was like so fun to me. Like even like doing all the background stuff, like just I don't know, holding the microphone or checking the camera. It was fun. Like I met like other creative people in that industry, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is fun. But then of course, it's also tiring.
Yeah.
Like it's like the editing part, or like the memorizing the lines, or like getting into the character of these people. Like
It's like a pressure too.
yeah. But then I know one thing I found out with myself is that I'm okay acting in front of the camera than like speaking in front of a crowd. Like I'm more
Yeah.
confident.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm more confident in like talking in front of the camera than if I were to like give a speech.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't know with you. I don't know if you're okay with like well, no, you're okay because you're a teacher, and then you're like in front of
Yeah. So I was
people.
so talking in front of people is like not an issue. Also,
Yeah.
like I think like I remember specifically like when I was in grade
Yeah.
school, they would make us do these extemporaneous speeches
yeah,
and like talk
yeah.
in front of the
yeah,
class.
that
So
I
that was
suck
always
at
like
that.
my favorite.
See that? Yeah,
I'm
you were
just,
already a
I was
natural.
just like that's natural to me, but I do think like I don't know if I had to actually be on camera or do like a commercial, I would freeze maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe
really?
yes, maybe no. But like for me, the only closest thing that I've gotten to that industry. Remember when
Yeah.
I was in Y101?
Yeah. You
That's a
were-
radio show.
Yeah.
So
That
I
was fun.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun, and I was on the radio a little bit in the morning.
Yeah. I think I would love that also. Like I think radio is also nice. I mean like what we're doing now.
Yeah,
It's like,
this is radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so Marianne, born in Cebu, grew up in Cebu, took her chances in Siargao, went to Manila, became
yeah.
an actress, got into the film industry, and now she has multiple businesses. Multiple.
Oh yeah, well, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
tell you my
the business
business
in
in Manila.
Manila.
So you know how I love massage oils, or like how we put massage oils since we were young, or like I like minty stuff, or like I made this brand called Haplas, because really Haplas is just the equivalent to massage oil in
Yeah.
English. It's the Bisaya term. So I made Haplas in like this little roller things, and then there were like different flavors, and then I would sell them online. I would make the concoction at home, like just by myself. I know. I researched what oil to use, and then essential oils. So it was fun. Like it was just like experimenting, and then I sold that, and then also I sold like coffee scrubs, body scrub.
Okay, so
I know.
let's like talk about the logistics because I've never started my own business. You sold this online,
Yeah.
direct to customer. Did you
Yes.
ship it?
Yeah, I also ship it like to other places, like in the Philippines. Like whoever ordered,
Oh, wow.
they can like just DM me, and then
Okay, and like let's get down to the nitty gritty. What is the packaging, labels, logo?
I know. So these like, of course, I like what do you call this? I've kind of had a background in graphic design. I think just growing up, just like being around, creative stuff.
Her brother Mark
I know.
is. I would
The-
always be so
the
jealous
best.
because like everything he did was just better. I remember when he would do Photoshop, I tried to do something and it would look like
Yeah.
shit, and then Mark's would look
Yeah.
so nice.
I know.
Every time we would build a house on Sims,
Yeah.
his house was like the nicest house. Like just
Yeah.
literally, he was just always good at that stuff.
I know. And then now it's like, okay, I kind of had that background, so I did all the logo and stuff. And just like, I was just being creative and just like doing whatever I can find online and have like a reference or like an inspiration. And then that time, I don't know, I just felt like really into essential oils and all these scents, and I like how it's like I put it in my body, or like I just like the smell of it. So it's like I don't know. I said, you know what? I want to share this with other people. So it's like, it's time to sell it. Or like, I want to sell this. And then eventually I got into other businesses when I moved here.
Yeah, so she came back to Cebu,
Yeah.
and the one last time I was here last July, the
Yeah.
one that I tried and loved is your yogurt.
I know.
My grandma
I
also
know.
likes it.
I know. So it was during the pandemic. Everything was just closed, right? And then we were all like trying different things. We were making different, everyone's just baking cookies,
Yes.
baking cakes, baking whatever they can bake in the house and sell it because
Yeah.
there's no income at that time. Everyone was just trying to find like this like money to earn because all the
Yeah.
closed, all the everything was just closed. There were no you can't go to work. Also, like it was bad. But then I have my friend Anna. She taught me how to make yogurt online. She was just also telling me that she was selling there during the pandemic in Siargao. She was also selling
Oh.
yogurt during the pandemic. So I was like, okay. I was like thinking, no one's selling yogurt here in Cebu yet. Like the homemade, the no sugar, because I really opted for the no sugar thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like a healthier version. And I guess that made it a bit like unique.
Mm-hmm.
That people were drawn to buy, I guess, because
Yeah.
like they couldn't find yogurt in like the grocery stores that had no sugar.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was my that was the thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell it like no sugar and the healthiest possible way. And then of course like we just find like inspiration online and how to do the packaging. Okay, Marianne's yogurt, I did the
packaging.
I did the packaging and stuff.
Oh, it's so cute. It's in
like,
glass jars, reusable.
Yeah, reusable jars.
The logo's
Pink.
cute. It's pink.
I was just like, I don't know. At that time, you're just like, I guess you have all the time in the world to think, and that was my advantage.
That's so funny because you literally during the pandemic started a full business, and I'm here on TikTok like,
No, yeah, no, no, but I mean, like TikTok also is like also the money's in there, like
I don't know where the money is because I don't have it.
well,
Some people got money
Yeah.
on TikTok.
yeah, some money, but then like these things, but then I also like was just maybe finding a creative outlet because you
Yeah.
feel stuck or but then also in the pandemic I also learned how to run because I was inspired by my friend Sophia, and she was into like running and doing all this marathon. She was very sporty, and like I was like, okay, I have to do all these things. Like I in my mind I was like, okay, I never thought that I would, I want to learn how to run, but then my reason was like, what if like it's like end of the world and you have to run
Oh my god, stop.
through like, what if
That's
there's a
so-
zombie apocalypse
stop,
and then you
that's
just
so
have to
funny.
run. I know.
You know, like, okay, I cannot run. I don't know if I ever will run. But I watched the movie. I keep talking about this. I watched
Which movie?
Society of the Snow.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, you have to
Is
watch it.
about
Anyway,
zombie?
no, it's basically about a Uruguayan rugby team and their plane
Okay.
crashed in the Andes.
Okay.
Anyways, after watching this, I was like, I have to learn how to hike. I was like,
Yeah.
I have to, just for survival.
Yeah.
In case my plane crashes in the
Yeah,
mountains, I have
yeah.
to hike.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally have, maybe I won't be able to run.
Yeah.
I'll just die. But like hiking, maybe.
Yeah, so I was like thinking of, like it's like, oh my god, I don't know how to run yet. So I might as well learn now because I have all the time. So we ended up running in USP. Oh my god. Every morning we would go there. So this happened like October 2020. So it was still kind of strict, but we were like, okay, who cares? No one's here. And then we were just not wearing, of course we couldn't run with our masks. So we were like running and like distance. We still had the social distance thing, but then USP is the best. Like no one's there.
Yeah.
You have all the trees and there's so much space, and we're like running every morning. And then I guess like also TikTok also like was so we would do all the TikTok dances also
That's so
there.
funny.
I know. I was like,
So for those, USP is University of Southern Philippines. It is the university like right by where we live.
yes, which your great grandparents.
Founded.
Yeah.
Still
And
poor.
then
But that's wild. So you learn how to run, you started your
I
yoga.
know.
Like, stop. I
I
feel
know.
so unaccomplished.
No. Don't feel that way. Cause like all of these, like sometimes I don't know. I wonder. I'm still surprised. Cause like I wonder how like I'm very consistent still. I'm still doing it now.
Yeah.
It's like why? Like sometimes I think like
Where do
I
you
get
run now?
huh?
Where do you run now?
No. The running part not anymore. But I'm gonna continue that, but then not now because I'm kind of busy.
With her other
Yeah,
business.
with our other business. So so now Marianne's yogurt's like me and Anton's business, and then now we have we're here now.
We're actually here in
Yeah.
her most recent business,
Yeah.
Tony's Pizzeria in Cebu.
I know. And then it's called Tony's because Tony is my husband and
Yeah.
I'm now married.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
she's married. She got married
Yeah.
last June.
Yeah, last June.
Beautiful wedding, the most beautiful
Oh my
I've ever
God,
seen.
I know.
Honestly,
I wish you were there.
I wish I was there. It's because like I am a super plan in advance person,
Yeah.
and I had already booked my flights to the Philippines before the wedding invite,
I know.
and it was just like a month apart, but it's fine.
I know.
I am jealous because like I remember me and Bea were on Instagram, like, oh my god.
I know.
You have to. I wanted to show my friends your Marianne Anton Instagram, so I requested. So you have to accept me. So that I can-
It's private now.
It's private now.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm gonna put it on public.
But like your dress, first of all,
I know.
stunning. It was like a 3-piece dress,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it had the Filipiniana
Yeah, I
sleeves
know.
that are removable.
And then I had a skirt that's also removable.
Yeah, and it had a really long train.
Yeah.
And underneath it was just a very simple, like long.
Nice
Pencil.
dress. Yeah, pencil cut dress. It was so nice.
It was so beautiful, and it was in another island called Bacolod because
Yes.
Anton's family.
It's from there.
From there.
Yeah. And we just love the place. The food there is so good.
Oh my god, I saw someone else get married at that church. I can't
Yeah,
say
yeah. Yeah, I know.
Did you see?
I saw. I was like, oh my god. Wait. Girl, you want to check?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
No, it is. I can see now.
Ah,
the
okay,
red
okay,
dot
okay.
from here. But the wedding was
Yeah.
beautiful.
The brother of that guy
Um,
was supposed to be your husband. I'm kidding.
I wish. No,
Anyway.
but
Yeah. Anyway,
This-
we got we got married the same.
and your honeymoon was in Japan.
I know, which my God, Japan's the best.
They got their own apartment. They started
I
a
know.
business.
I know. This is
Girl.
all like I know. I don't know why. Like I even like get surprised how this all happened. Like we're now sitting here. Like this was like nothing before.
I was like, can we like take in that you were sleeping in a hut in Siargao, and now you have your own pizzeria? Like,
I know.
if you need to sleep in this
I know.
restaurant, you
I
can also sleep here.
I know. I know, and it's like, wow. This is all of this is like really like I can't believe it.
So, Marianne's yogurt is also you and Anton,
Yeah.
your husband,
Now.
who is great, and we wish would make a cameo,
Yeah.
but is too shy. He needed a week to prepare.
Yeah.
Next time we'll get Anton
Next time.
on the pod.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now you have Tony's Pizza, which I've tried their pizza.
I know.
It is delicious. Tell us a little bit about how this came about, because
Okay.
I remember Anton. He went to Madrid. We went
Yeah.
up in Madrid. He
Yeah.
was doing culinary school in
I know.
Madrid. What made him choose pizza instead of,
Yeah.
for example, Spanish cuisine
Yeah.
or what
Correct.
else he was trained
Yeah,
in?
like a lot of people like ask us about like why pizza. So okay, one of Anton's favorite foods really like pizza. I mean me, I like pizza also, but I wasn't like so like okay, I want to eat pizza like every week, like not that crazy. But then like when we went to this space, it was actually also there's a reason because this space was like it was available for rent before we got married, and we already thought okay, we want to get this space, it's cute. You're gonna open like a yogurt place shop or like a cafe or whatever
Yeah.
that sells yogurt, and then you're like okay, first of all we don't have the money yet, like we can't afford to and we're about to get married and there's so many things going on, So we're like, okay,
Let's
never
wait.
mind. Yeah. But then when we came back after our honeymoon, we saw the space and it was still for rent. And I was like, you know
Meant to
what? Yeah, I
be.
know. We have to take it. It's meant to be. We have to open whatever we want to like we have to think of what we can open here. And then we got inspired in Japan. And then we're like, we can make it that pizza place that we want because it's so small.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're thinking, takeout, delivery. It's gonna be more of that than of dine in.
Yeah.
Like we didn't plan the whole like 3 tables only thing. Like we were thinking of even more, like adding one more table here, but then we're like, you know what, this is enough. Like it's enough space. And then eventually after we opened, we just like felt the vibe of what the whole place is gonna be. So it's gonna be like that. Like, people cramped are like crowded here inside, and or if they want to eat pizza
Yeah.
outside, they can. Standing, like people just come here and like eat pizza outside, they don't mind.
Yes, it's
Like,
pizza
it's like-
by the slice.
Yeah.
By the way, so
Yeah.
like you like it New York style.
Yeah, New York style. You can just come in and get, just. And I like that how people are like, we can buy the slice, and that's nice. Let's get 2 slices and then have it for takeout. Because when they see like, okay, there's a lot of people have it for takeout, and then they eat in the car,
Yeah.
or they just stand there outside and eat it, and we're like trying to. That's the kind of experience that we wanted to give in the beginning, but then we're happy that it, like,
Yeah.
it just manifested into like that, that thing, that vibe, the whole, you can just buy and eat it outside and like chill.
Yeah.
It's like,
Very like mom and pop
Yeah.
neighborhood
Yeah.
pizzeria.
yeah, because this neighborhood also is nice. There's like record store there's like other places here, there's like a fruit shop there. It's like it's just like friends, family. And I think we're just so lucky because it's just because of the place that we found. And then, I mean, Anton studied how to make pizza in like we were like studying for like 3 to 4 months to get to this perfect
Yeah.
pie. Like
He
it
even
took
told
a while.
me.
Yeah, it
he
took
told
a
me
while.
that you guys started paying rent like a month before because he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Like the like recipe wasn't ready yet. So
Yeah.
you're like, we're just gonna bite the bullet,
Yeah,
pay
it
the
was-
rent because we're not ready. We can't open yet.
Yeah, it was like crazy. And then, like from the beginning of like from making like our first pizza, and like it didn't even taste like pizza. Like ever, like and we were like, okay, until he perfected like the whole thing. It's like,
It's also really good.
I know. And
It's a sourdough
yeah,
crust.
yeah, because we use sourdough starter. And then like it's just, we just wanted to make it just, a healthier version of what we have now. Like we
Yeah.
have like commercialized pizza, and like we don't know what's in there. We just want to be sure that we know what's inside the dough. And we want to like, have people to eat like a healthier pizza. And that's
Yeah.
that was our goal. And he wanted to make, of course, a perfect slice, or the perfect one, because
My mouth is watering.
I know.
It's so good. The sauce, I also think the sauce is
Yeah.
really nice because I find like a lot of the times in the Philippines,
is it acidic?
things tend to lean on the sweet side.
Oh, yeah,
Sweet
yeah.
spaghetti, sweet,
Yeah, sweet, yeah.
tomato sauce, and I like this because
Yeah.
it's like perfect. It's a little bit like it's
Yeah.
neither too acidic, it's neither too sweet.
Yeah.
It's really
Balance,
really good.
yeah.
So I 10 out of 10 recommend Tony's Pizza. But can you tell us a little bit of like the growing pains of starting a business? Because one thing is selling
Yeah.
oils online,
Yeah.
direct to consumer. Next
Yeah.
is you did your yogurt. At first
Which
it
is
was
home business. Yeah, it was just like
At first it was direct to consumer, and then you sell now in some supermarkets.
yeah, here, especially across Tony's, we have the yogurt there. But then, no, this is different.
Yeah.
Like this is opening. Like we and Anton really thought about opening a restaurant, but then, like, we were, we don't know. Like
you
we're
don't
just like really
This
to
is
open.
like putting your feet in a little bit because
Yeah,
this is like
'cause this
before
is
a
even-
full restaurant.
Yeah, this is not even like a full restaurant. Like we only sell like pizza, like that's it. But then of course we're planning to sell even more stuff, like not like pasta and like other stuff. But then even just having the pizza, it's like, whoa, like we didn't know that it was gonna be crazy, or like it was gonna be like like super busy because like I mean we can handle it. It's just that we didn't think that
Yeah.
it was gonna be like that crazy that people would
What
be.
are some of the things that you weren't expecting in the whole like business process? Because like
Yeah.
I'm just looking right now at her pizzeria. We have fridges, we
Yeah.
have tables, we have chairs. You have to get an oven. You
Yeah.
just inserted the
Yeah,
exhaust last
yes,
week.
yeah.
And before we started filming this pod, they were
Yeah.
literally having like a full meeting about pizza boxes.
Yeah.
Like these are like little things that
I
maybe
know.
like a consumer or a customer
would never like think.
Yeah.
Like about like you just come here and eat and
Yeah,
go.
because like literally, I'm looking around. There's Tony's hot honey sauce. You have a
Yeah.
ranch sauce. You have different like
different condiments.
toppings.
Yeah.
Like just the equipment alone, you
I
have to
know.
think of that. So
I know.
those are all of like your startup costs to start
Yeah.
your business.
No, yeah, it's really like you really have to think like how much money needs to come in before even opening the shop. It's like
Yeah.
like a lot. Like it takes really like a lot, which with the process, like you just have to. I guess we wanted to open already just so we can have funds for like other things. Like ever since we opened, we could afford to fix the thing or have the exhaust done or like, and I guess you just you can take it slow. Like it doesn't matter if it's like
100% ready.
yeah, if it is not 100% ready.
Did you renovate
Yeah, we had to. Okay,
All of
the
these
most
tiles?
expensive,
the tiles?
are the tiles. Like all of that.
You have subway tiles all around.
Yeah, all around. See, we didn't even continue the subway tiles and like these.
Yeah, no, I don't
'cause-
think it's necessary.
I-
It's
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, because this is expensive. So it's like all the things that you have to think about. That's why we were like, okay, we have to sell pizza already because like we're like
You're bleeding
spending.
money.
Yeah, we're bleeding money, and then so good thing that we're open and it's really helping us like even beautify the place more.
Yeah.
And like fixing or like maybe add more tables or I don't know, like add more tables outside. It's
And
like,
we've mentioned Mark multiple times in this episode already. Mark also designed the logo.
our logo. Oh my god, it's
But
the
it's also
best.
it's so cute, and
I
also
know.
like just little things like because you have a neon sign outside
Yeah.
with the logo, so
Yeah.
you also have to think about like making that sign.
I know, which we were lucky because Anton's grandpa was like has experience or background in making those name logos outside or like lighted logos. Signages, that's what
Sign-
they call it.
signage.
Like logo. Signages. So we're a bit lucky with that, and like we found a way to not use the expensive material and just use what we can before we open. At least that signage is out, and like I guess we wanted that kind of signage because it just like gives like a different.
No, it's
it
very,
pops out.
Yeah, it pops, and it's
Yeah.
also like the logo. By the way, the Tony's logo you can't really see very well in
Yeah.
this box at the moment, but it's very well done. It's very
I know.
distinct. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a full like. Oh, I honestly I know it's a logo,
Yeah.
but like it looks like a brand.
I
already.
know, and we kind of look forward to to have Tony's as a brand, as we do merchandise stuff. Like oh my god, we can't wait to sell the T-shirts and like
Wait,
everything.
I'm going to
Okay.
grab one of the hot honey things so you can
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
logo
yeah,
a bit
yeah.
better.
Check your phone.
Still going.
Okay. Okay, that's weird that it's up.
I'm gonna get the one that's more full.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah.
guys, so this is Tony's hot
Hot
honey
honey.
sauce, and you can see here this is the logo that her
Yeah.
brother Mark designed. It just
I know.
it looks
it's
so legit.
I know.
It's I'm gonna put this here.
Yeah, put it there.
But it
Yeah.
looks so good. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I don't know. I don't know how he makes all these things, but when I tell him to like, okay, make a logo, and then of course he asked me what Tony's is about, a bit of background, like what we want, the vibe, and then he just gets the vibe. And
He just
I guess
knows.
he just knows, and then now it's like when we started wearing our T-shirt, everyone was like asking like,
oh, they want the T-shirt.
Yeah, they
That'll
want
be
the shirt.
so.
So of course we're gonna sell the T-shirt.
So okay,
That's
okay.
coming soon.
Expanding on Tony, we have the pizza. We're gonna have the sauces. We're gonna have
Yeah.
the T-shirt. You have the ranch. The ranch is made
I
with her
know.
yogurt.
Yeah.
Which I love. It's
I know.
really good. It
I
has
know.
dill in it.
I know. Oh my god, it's the best actually.
And what other things do you want to expand on with Tony's?
So of course I want like we want like other food. So you're thinking like to have the garlic knots and pasta.
Oh my god, do you know
god.
what my obsession
That's-
is right now? Actually, like so obsessed.
Yeah.
Papa John's garlic cheese bread with their garlic dip.
Oh my god.
It's so good. And
See,
it's perfect.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have that because it's like just the combo, just the best combo with pizza.
You guys can also make calzones.
Yeah.
Because it's like fits with the vibe.
Yeah.
You already have the dough. You just fold your pizza.
I know. Yeah, of course we're gonna make all those things. Like we have like a whole like we thought about the whole menu that we want, and it's just that now it's just like we can't like fit it in our menu now. It's like
Yeah.
we're just
You're just starting.
I know. It's
But
like,
eventually it's gonna boom because the reason that they had a meeting about the boxes is because now they're gonna do
Takeout.
delivery, Uber
Delivery,
Eats.
yeah.
Grab. In the Philippines, it's called Grab. It's similar
Yeah.
to like Uber Eats Global in other parts of the world.
I know.
So that's why we're looking at boxes.
Yeah.
And once you get that, I believe it's gonna boom because it's really
I
like
know,
the product is good.
the design of the box, which also Mark did,
Of
is
course.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh man, Mark.
Mark, shout out.
We love you.
Yeah.
Oh no, but okay. So we talked a lot about your businesses:
Yeah.
Siargao, Manila,
Yeah.
Cebu. The growing pains of starting a business like this, just little things you didn't think of.
I know. Like, it was. Of course, we were like, oh my god, it's a risk. Like, will people love it? You wouldn't know really until you open, and then after like just hearing them say that it's good or like just
Yeah.
let's like it makes us happy because like all this hard work, it's like thank God the pizza's good. Like,
Thank
oh my
God.
god, like we're like thinking like that would suck if it did, like it's like shit, like it's all like we're all working, we've been working like on it for like how many months, like we're just happy to hear that like now that we're open, it's like
Yeah, and I think also like, well, obviously there's growing pains with the
Yeah.
business. What is it like opening a business with your husband?
I don't know, I'm just so lucky with
Yeah.
Anton that our like vibe or like our energy together just goes really well.
Both of
That
you are
we
very
don't-
chill.
Yeah, we don't like we've never really had a hard argument or like a really intense argument regarding Tony's. Like we never like since we opened, can you imagine? Like since we opened, we never really had like a huge
Oh
argument.
my god, wow, blessed. What?
It's like because I could imagine for other people that I mean it's like it's difficult. Like you have to make decisions, right?
Yeah.
And then like making decisions together, it's hard. I know for some people like, but then me and Anton's like, I don't know, for some reason it's just like flawless.
No, but I think like you guys are a really good match. Both of you are pretty calm, level-headed.
Yeah.
Like, imagine me. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And I'd like
Yeah.
freak out and I
Yeah.
get so stressed over
Yeah.
everything. But I think both of you are really good, and I think that's why your businesses together
Yeah.
have done well.
Yeah.
And you both have like that mindset.
Yeah, I guess like if you both are in the same like just if you know like the goals and like you have the same goal to whatever like you want in the business, like I think it just goes like that. Like
Yeah.
it goes naturally, or like it becomes like this whole nice environment. Like you just like build a whole
Yeah.
nice business, I guess, or like a good environment around. Okay. Like I don't know, like everything so far, like we've never really like
Yeah, like knock on wood.
yeah, I know, like
stays.
like dealing with like calling and ordering stuff and like
What are
like
kind of your
meetings.
roles?
I'm more like I guess I'm more on the social media, and even like talking to the customer
Your
or
front end.
yeah, and then and calling like ordering stuff, so more like purchasing also. So Anton's like more focused really on the kitchen, and also deciding like of course like big stuff like oven and like the exhaust and all that part. But then me, I'm more like of course, like doing the, talking to people, and he doesn't really like that. So he's like, I'm fine in the kitchen. Like you do all the, which is it's a bit harder actually for me because like you have to entertain.
Yeah, and
people.
your social battery.
Yeah, and then it just drains. Anton's like, of course he's like physically drained because he's like doing all the pizza. Yeah, making. But then at least like mentally,
you're mentally drained.
Yeah, me, I'm mentally drained because like I have to like think, and then you have to think about like who's getting their pizza first.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing with the restaurant. Like
Yeah.
it's like you have to make sure like this person sits like it's kind of crazy actually.
Yeah.
And then this is just like a pizza place, so I cannot imagine
an actual restaurant
that's like full operation, like a lot of table,
multiple employees.
Like, I cannot imagine that. Like it's like for now, like I'm happy that we get to start.
Yeah, you're growing.
Yeah, we get to start like this, and then at least I have a background of what really entertaining guests or
like thinking back on it, your businesses have really had like a very natural progression because you first started online B2C, then you had another one where you would also do like B2C, but then you would distribute it directly to like supermarkets, but you never had a Marianne's yogurt store.
Yeah,
and now you have
an actual store where people look at you and talk to you.
Yeah.
Like they ask you questions.
So the progression of your business is really like
I know.
It was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like this was a big like super like a change for me because I never really see customers.
Mm-hmm.
I never really get to talk to them. I only talk to them online, but I never like meet them in person. So this was like everyone's just coming in and saying hi, and especially our friends or like family. It's just kind of overwhelming sometimes because I think I'm also kind of like an introvert in some way, and you just wanna like not be there and not talk to people.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So imagine if you run like a whole restaurant where even more family, more friends can go. It's like woo, like you're.
Yeah, it's gonna be very. Well, anyways, I think eventually you guys are gonna get there. Yeah. But I think you're really doing like a perfect like natural progression.
I know, like
and
slowly.
I can't see it play out any other way. I think it's amazing. So wrapping up a little bit with my pod.
Yeah.
So normally I start the pod with skincare. Obviously we can't do that because.
Oh, I would love to do that
next time.
Next time.
And then I like to end the pod with like talking about a TV show or movie. But instead of doing that, I want to ask you, because you've had many times in your life where you have gone out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Which one do you think impacted you the most or changed your life?
I think of course the super highlight getting out of my comfort zone was moving out of Cebu. I think that was really like the biggest like change, or like that was like it was for me, it was kind of life-changing moment. Yeah, I guess because I've always been so like what do you call this, like conservative because of my parents and how they brought me up. It's like very conservative, very like quiet, silent, or like we weren't even like really like oh, that's gonna fall.
It's fine.
Okay. It's okay.
That's okay. Something just fell. It's fine.
We were like, when we were kids, we weren't really like, what do you call this? Open?
Yeah.
Or like,
I mean, we were very sheltered. We were sheltered.
Yeah, but Filipino families, no, like in terms of like talking to parents, talking about our feelings. Like we would
very closed.
Yeah, we were very closed, right? It's like you don't talk to your parents about your problems. You talk to your friends.
Exactly.
Like you.
Yeah.
Like I would run to you, or you would run to me. Like you don't talk to your mom. So it was always been like that. And I guess like going out of my comfort zone made me more confident to talk about my feelings more, or like making decisions, like you can make your own decision. Like if you want to go home at 12 midnight or 3 a.m. in the morning, you can. Yeah. Like that was very
it's like autonomy.
Yeah, like it's like, wow, I can actually decide for myself. Or like if I want to eat if I don't want to eat dinner, like then I'm not gonna eat dinner. If I don't want to go to church, then I'm not gonna go to church. It's like, okay,
Right.
you know, we're like, so then that's when I explored really like what I truly believe.
Yeah.
Because then, do I really like going to church? Like it made me
Yeah.
question all these things. Do I really like have to go home at this time, or like
Yeah.
does it make
agree.
me a bad person if I don't pray? Like it's like, oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all these things. I'm like, so that time of my life, I was like, you know what? I can be myself, and I can believe what I want to believe. I can not pray if I don't feel like praying, or I can't not go to church if I don't want to go to church. Like that was like
you can make your own decision.
Yeah, that was like super life changing, and I'm so happy like I got out of that, because like if I didn't, then I don't think that I can.
I genuinely think if you didn't,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have the courage or the
Yeah,
bravery to start all of these businesses and be where you are
Maybe,
today.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
wouldn't be
As decisive.
as decisive or like confident in myself. Because
I think like because you got out of it, you
Yeah.
stopped second guessing yourself.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Like it was. So I was so happy that I got to do that, and I guess like each one of us like has like there will be a time for us to like get out of our comfort zone. It will be scary at
Yeah.
first, and it's okay, you know. It's like it will be scary, but then once you are in it, it's like, oh, it's fun.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I
like,
agree. I think like my life is a series of me going out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
whether it be voluntarily or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
sometimes move to Canada,
Yeah.
move back to the Philippines. No, move back to Canada.
I know.
But every time I did something out of my comfort zone,
Yeah.
I feel like literally like, you know, Taylor Swift eras.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
we enter our next era.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like every time we go out of it, yeah, we enter the next era, and then oh my gosh, Taylor Swift.
I know,
We were,
I know.
we were like
Oh my God,
young when Teardrops of Mike. That was
Stop.
our
I
time.
sang that the other day because my grandma found a karaoke machine and she's like, "What is all this Taylor Swift stuff?" And I was like, "This is the original song." And I sang
like,
Teardrops
yeah,
on my guitar.
oh my god, that's like the song of our time, and like, oh my god, I would have wanted to go see Taylor Swift with you.
There's rumors that she might open another show in Madrid, and if she does,
Oh my god, I'm gonna go.
I'm going.
I'm going.
I'm gonna buy.
I'm going.
I don't care. I'm gonna buy 5-6 tickets. I'll put it on my credit card, resell it if,
Yeah.
if no one comes with me. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Oh my god, I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna go. Because I think you're the best person to go. Because it's like,
You know, I'm not even like super Swifty, but like
I
this
know, me
past
also.
year, I've become like it's like
Me also,
contagious.
yeah.
It's literally she's like a virus, but like
Yeah.
in a good way. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
contagious, and I'm
But at
invested
least
in the
we
drama.
know, we know the era.
Yeah, we know.
That era, but then I'm not familiar with the new songs now. but then-
I've dropped off a little bit in like her folklore era.
yeah.
But like her original country up to 1989,
I know.
I was like.
I know. I love
But now
it.
I'm getting back into it, and I like it, and I like that the Eras tour brought us back to the beginning.
I know.
And I also think you're in your new era.
I know.
I'm in my new
Yes,
era.
we are in our new era.
We're in Tony's Pizza era.
Yeah, we're done with.
This is the Tony era.
Yeah.
Like we passed like the Victorian era, the Renaissance. This is
Yes,
Tony
yeah.
era.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Well, anyways, I want to thank Marianne so much for being part of the podcast. This is a longer episode than usual, but I think it was definitely worth it. We went through all of the eras
Yes.
of her life.
Yes.
And I'm just so uber happy and proud. Anyways, thank you everybody for
Yeah.
staying and listening. There has been a lot of video errors or issues, but I hope you still enjoyed the pod. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I'm so glad we were able to sit down with Marianne, my childhood
Yes.
friend, see her through her eras from Siargao, Manila, all of the businesses.
Yeah.
I feel like we can sit here and talk about
I
everything
know.
forever.
I know.
But I am super proud of you. I
Thank
always
you.
brag about her to my friends.
Thank you.
Like in this house, we lift up and support our friends and other
Yes.
women, and I think that like everything that you have accomplished is
Yes.
so amazing. And
Thank
we
you.
are ready for the next Tony's era.
Yeah. We're there for it.
And we are going to be here supporting and watching your next
Yes.
projects.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you